So we're coming up on St. Stephen's, I guess St. Stephen's Basilica. The problem is, there's, in all the countries in Europe, they seem to have they say all the churches either seem to be St. Stephen's or St. Peter's, one of the two. So, so this is either St. Stephen's or St. Peter's something or other. And it looks like they have their own Christmas market too, so we're gonna go cruising through there. But this is it. We may go inside just to take a couple pictures inside. I don't know if they'll charge us an admission fee, which seems to be a common thing to do with the, oh yeah, which seems to be, there's a public pay toilet there, but seems to me, I don't know if they, hopefully they like have a, I don't know why you would pay for that. I mean, there's plenty of cafes and stuff that you could dump into, and everybody's been pretty friendly about it. I don't know if maybe there's a shower or something in there too that you get to use or whatever. But anyhow, so this is St. Stephen's. We'll go in if they'll let us. As per usual for the Catholic Church, church is big business and money is king, so there may be an admission fee. And if
saying a lot of controversial things.
Oh yeah, so I guess this vlog will get a controversial warning. But so needless to say, if they're going to charge us an admission fee to go in, we ain't going to do that. Yeah, so I figured I'd vlog some of the Christmas market for you. They're seem to have a lot of the standard offerings here, but it seemed like kind of a neat place. Yeah. So they have, this is the front of, I think you can probably tell this is the front of St. Stephen's or St. Peter's or, and back here. And the other thing is too, one thing I've noticed, I don't know if it's a Hungarian thing, but they seem to have a Starbucks on every corner. I don't know if it's just because we're in Budapest or whatever, but you would think you were in South Florida with the amount of Starbucks that they have around here. Yeah, in New York as well. So we're just gonna walk this way just to take a shot of I'll give you a shot looking back through the Christmas market, just because there's kind of a neat monument here too. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is all about. Unfortunately, the monuments here don't seem to have any English translations. It's all in Hungarian, so you'll have to Google translate that. But and my associate warned me that I was kind of burning it down, and I was gonna get a controversial warning for my vlog with all the material in my last stump speech. But you know, so be it. Anyhow, we're gonna see if we can go into St. Stephen's here and show you the inside. Yeah, so we're about to head inside St. Stephen's here. We're pretty sure it's St. Stephen's. That's what Google Maps says anyway. Is that what the door says too? Yeah. That's okay. Apparently there's an organ concert today. Oh, and you can press your pennies just like Disney World. I don't know what pennies we're pressing, but oh look, you do have to pay to go in. Isn't that special? Yeah, how about that? Go ahead. Yep, I don't think so. I don't think so. Good try, but no. Boy, we called that one, huh?
You know, it's lucky because in Krakow we could have.
No, no, I don't know if you heard what Angelina just said, but when we went to Krakow, Poland, they have, in the downtown square, they have all sorts of old churches, quite bluntly, just like this. Yep. And you just walk in and explore, and I mean, there's a whole bunch of tourists doing it with you, but there's no fees, there's no, you know, you just do it. Yep. And you know, but here, yeah, 600 Monopoly Hungarian dollars per person, and yeah, so it's about 282 Hungarian dollars per US dollar, so it's about $5 for the two of us to go in. Yeah, I don't think so, but we did discover that there's another side to the Christmas market here, so we'll cruise through here and just see what's going on. I think I'll leave you up for this. So our plan is after seeing St. Stephen's, which we just did, we're going to see the Great Synagogue, and then we're going to see, they have a great market hall where everybody says you have to buy paprika at. So we're gonna go there after that, and then yeah, they got more chimney cake here. Oh, this looks good too. We found that certain places make better chimney cake than others. Some of them are larger, some of them are smaller. No, we'll keep it for later. I'm not particularly hungry. Yeah, we had a lot to eat last night, and we had a couple macaroons before we. The reason I was vlogging you is because I kind of saw this tree from the top of St. Stephen's, so I wanted to have you on as we were walking by it. So that's the tree out in front of the St. Stephen's Christmas market. So this is good. I'm glad we came down here. We didn't even know about this last night when we were riding the Budapest Eye, so we just kind of found this by chance. So this was, I don't know if we said it or not, but the whole reason we came on this trip was because there's a vlog that I like to watch. It's called The Diz Unplugged, and it's actually a podcast about Disney. Well, the guy that owns that, the guy that runs that vlog is a guy by the name of Pete Warner, and he and his partner John Magi. Yeah, no,
Kevin.
Well, no, Pete and John Magi own Dreams Unlimited Travel, and
John and Kevin did.
so John and Kevin, Kevin Close, who's our travel agent, and John Magi. They did a vlog about taking this cruise that we're on to visit the Christmas markets in last year. They posted it in January, and so we talked about it for a while, and we were like, yeah, that's nice, and we talked about it. Well, just in the late spring, I happened to punch up the Viking website, and these usually book out, like, I don't know if you were to look right now, I don't know if you could get this Christmas market cruise for next year, for 2019. It wouldn't surprise me if they're all sold out. Well, I just happened to see, I checked just on chance, I checked the Viking website in late spring, and noticed that they had one opening for the week of Thanksgiving for this year. So I got on the phone to Kevin Close at Dreams Unlimited Travel, and that same day, and I shot him an email, and I said, hey, I noticed there was an opening, and so he replied within the hour, and because I asked him, how much and whatever, and so he replied to me within the hour, and told me, if you want this, you better act fast. So we got on the phone with him the same day, got it all booked up, and are super lucky to be here. Yeah, this is a wonderful shot. I don't want to jump in and ruin these people's shot, but because they're all doing the same thing. So I'll give you the drop view here, because it'll make a little bit nicer shot if you get to see the top of the church. And yeah, so that's a neat shot. And did you take a still of that? Yeah, okay, let's go down here, because they seem to have some more markets and whatnot down here. So yeah, so we basically just lucked into this thing, and I have to tell you, it's amazing. We had a little bit of a change to our cruise itinerary, which I'll tell you about probably tomorrow. Because they had a dry summer here in Europe, so the waters and levels in the river are low. But anyhow, so that's how we ended up here, and so we had, leading up to when I finally saw that there was an opening, but for my own memory, it's it's good. And more strudels and gingerbread houses, and so I think we're coming to the end here. We walked kind of backwards the wrong way through, but I don't know what. Looks like they got their own version of the Hollywood Walk of Fame here. I don't know who that guy is, but it's like, no, I was just saying that it looks like they got their own version of the Hollywood Walk of Fame here, because if you look, there's like stars on the thing. The previous one had some guy's name on it. It's okay. Yeah, so we just came into this Costa coffee place, which is, I think we're gonna come here from now on if we want to grab a quick coffee, because they seem to be like the competitor to Starbucks but local Hungarian, so we'll support the local establishments. But what caught our eye is they offer Pepsi products here, and so there's four different generations of Pepsi Cola logo there, including the Michael Jackson commemorative one, so that's pretty neat. So figured I'd stop and show you that. All right, so Costa Coffee. Not that I have anything against Starbucks, but looks like a neat place, and highly recommended as a Starbucks alternative. And quite frankly, the pastries, the pastries look much better than what they offer at Starbucks, and in fact, they seem to have a fresh assortment over here too. So yeah, like I said, not that I'm a Starbucks hater or anything of the nature, but Costa Coffee recommended as a Starbucks alternative, and they looks like they have the reason I say that is because it looks like they have I think you can see them there, they have sort of the traditional sizes and the traditional brewed coffees versus the European small coffee, high caffeine ones that you usually see everywhere. So if you're in Hungary, check it out. Yeah, so we're looking at some of the souvenir shops here, and what caught my eye was that right there. The being from Western New York, the demise of Kodak is something that brings somewhat of a sad feeling to my heart, just because you know, the Rochester area with Kodak and Xerox and a lot of the tech stuff that they had going on there was always doing much better than the rest of Western New York in general. But it seems like with everybody moving to electronic media, and of course Kodak, kind of, despite the fact that they invented the digital photograph, they were kind of late adopters, and I know they still exist as a company, but if you would have, you know, at the beginning of the 2000s, if you would have said, oh yeah, Kodak's going to completely go downhill, people would have told you were crazy. And so the fact that they were founded and based in Western New York and have fallen on very, very hard times makes me somewhat sad. But I guess with everything, life moves on. Yeah, so now we're here at the Great Synagogue in Budapest. Sorry for that lamppost there. We'll wait to cross the street. As my associate also just pointed out to me, they better wait. All right, I think we can go. There's no crosswalk here, so hopefully we won't get killed. But as my associate pointed out, they're much more convenient. They put a nice ticket office out in front for you so that you can make a purchase and go inside. We'll see how much our Jewish friends want to visit, and if it's not too much, maybe we'll entertain the idea, but probably not. All right, the church was 600, so let's put a price on it. So let's say if it's 200 per person, we'll do it. If it's any more than that, forget it. We'll even round it. We'll say 250 a person, so 500 for the two of us. We're always interested in package deals, so let's say. Oh, you have to do it online. Scan your barcode here.
4,000 per.
Holy guacamole.
So it's 7x more.
So they have quite a racket going on here. Yeah, because they actually have a much steeper price here than they did at St. Stephen's. So we're gonna pass, but we took a picture and we vlogged, so we're happy about that. So I think now we're gonna have to pull up Google Maps here and get our location, and go to the Great Market Hall and see if we can eye up some paprika, which is apparently the thing to do while you're here.